Business is business. Talking that bread, let me go ahead make a sandwich. When it's time to do work, let me extend the hammer.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jones in 4K, bringing you guys another Forza Horizon 5 drift tune and build video. First off, I want to say I'm sorry for not having a video up Saturday. I had some things to do around the house, and it just took up a lot of time after I got off of work. But today I do have a video for you guys. We have the 2019 Chevy Corvette ZR1. We're going to get into the tune. We're going to get into the build of the car, and then we're going to take it down to Mexico Mountain to see if we can put up 1,000,000 points. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, let's dive right into the tuning and build of the car. So for the conversion, we have the stock motor. I did test a couple of the other motors, but obviously stock felt better. For the drivetrain, we left it stock rear wheel drive. And then for the boost, we left it stock supercharger. For the clutch, we have a race clutch. For the transmission, we have the drift 4-speed. And for the differential, we have the drift differential. For platform and handling, we have the drift springs and dampers. For the front roll bar, we have the race roll bar. And then we have the race rear roll bar. For the roll cage, we do have a full race roll cage. And for the weight reduction, we have a full weight reduction. For the aero and appearance, I didn't change anything. Left the stock front bumper. Left the stock wing, even though I did go back and forth about the no wing look. I do like the no wing look a lot better, but I mean, this is ZR1, leave the wing. For the tires, we have drift tires. For the front tire width, we left the stock 285. For the rear tire width, we left the stock 335. For the wheels, we are running, I believe, the sport rim style. Oh, no, not the sport. We're running Specialized Work Genosis FC VO3s. For the front rim size, I left the stock at 19s. For the front track width, we're running the max track width in the front. And for the rear, we're running the max track width in the rear. For the engine, we have a race intake. We have a race fuel system. We have a race ignition. We have the race valves. We have a race camshaft. We have the race exhaust. For the displacement, we're running a race engine block. We are running race pistons. We are running the race. We're running the race supercharger. We're running the stock flywheel, and we are running the stock intercooler. The car is making 1,023 horsepower with a 911 foot-pounds of torque. And for the build of the car, we're running 28 front tire pressure, 22 in the rear. For the gear ratio, we're running the 355 final drive, a 246 first gear, a 150 second gear, a 120 third gear, and a 1-to-1 fourth gear. For the alignment, we're running negative 5.0 camber in the front, positive 0.3 in the rear. For the toe, we have positive 0.2 toe out in the front, negative 1.3 toe in the rear, 3 degrees of caster. For the roll bars, we're running 30.5 in the front, and we're running an even 10.0 in the rear. For the springs, we're running 744 springs in the front, and we're running 494 springs in the rear. For the ride height, I made the ride height even, so 4.2 in the front, 4.2 in the rear. For the dampening of the vehicle, we're running 10.5 rebound stiffness in the front, 8.4 rebound stiffness in the rear. And for the bump, we're running 3.4 in the front and 2.7 in the rear. There's no aero in the car. For the braking, we're running 80% brake balance, 65% brake pressure. And then for the diff, we're running 100 and then 13. That's the tune of the car, and that's the build of the car, guys. Let's take it down the mountain and see if we can put up 1,000,000 points. All right, guys, we done made it to the mountain. We're gonna hit this bad boy as hard as we can, see if we can put up 1,000,000 points. But first, let's listen to that supercharger. Man, that sounds so good. Let's get it. man, I feel like it's been a while since I made a car with a lot of horsepower. If this car could get like just a slightly smaller tire, like a 315 or a 305, it'd be super clean. But at 335, it's husky. I mean, we make it work. And this car is, with it being a Corvette, it's a 50-50 weight balance, so that's really good for a drift car. You know, having as close to 50% weight distribution as possible makes it really easy to drive. But it's nice. It's a nice car. It can definitely be slightly overwhelming and aggressive at times, but I mean, it's a Corvette. What do you expect? You know. But it's fairly easy to drive, I would say. I think anybody be able to jump in it and drive it. You know, I wouldn't say this would be a car to learn to drift in. I mean, if you're just gun ho on drifting, I mean, sure, why not? But I wouldn't say this would be an easy jump in and go car for a beginner. I mean, I tune my high horsepower cars to be very difficult to drive. So I'm a very throttle happy driver sometimes, especially when I'm in tandem. This car is nice, and I'm glad. Like one thing I'm really glad about that they did with this car. I don't know if they did it for a lot of cars, which I think they did. It's just the sound. Like they fixed the race exhaust. Like the race exhaust was making a lot of V8 sound really metallically, and that's not a really good. It's not really good, man. Like it's just I don't want my V8, V10, or V12. Which I mean, I guess it really don't matter with the V12 because I mean they kind of have their own little tone anyway. But I mean, nobody wants a metallic sounding V8. Like it's just not. I don't know. To me, it just don't sound good. Like I don't like my car to sound pipey. Like a pipey sounding car just is kind of awful to drive. Makes it hard to want to just drift, especially if you're on throttle the whole time. But I mean, this is overall a good car, man. If you guys looking for something new to drive, this definitely be it. I was having a hard time trying to tune the other Corvette. I was just like, let me try the ZR1. And I tried this model ZR1, and it's nice. Like it's really nice. I really didn't need to do too much tuning to it. Kind of like balance the car out, and then started making adjustments accordingly. It's nice. I really enjoyed it. I actually took it down the mountain prior to me making this video, and I did it in cockpit, and I was able to put down 1,000,000 points. I barely did it, but I did it. This thing is so sweet, man. And we did it, man. 1,000,000 points in the Corvette. I don't think I've uploaded a Corvette video, but I can't get over the sound of the superchargers. Nice, man. But guys, if you guys have any more recommendations or any challenges you guys want me to do, leave a comment down in the comment section, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel as it does help me grow. I do appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.